Welcome in, welcome in. Let me get this off. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. How are you guys? I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Thank you, Fifi. Please smash that thumbs up on the way in, she said. All right. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. I'm so excited for this Thursday's vibe session with Yaya. And we're going to have a marvelous time. As you guys all know, on Thursdays, this is the time that I have designated for my membership members that I have an opportunity to visit with them. So I see some of my membership members in the chat. I have extended invitations to you all. Some people I have not heard back from yet, and that's okay. But this is the opportunity for me to get to know you better, to come on Yaya's Best Life, and for me to have the opportunity. Oh, a lot of people don't like to use the word interview, but for me to ask you some questions about yourself and for you to talk about your channel. This is my way of giving back to you for being a member of Yaya's Best Life. So I thank each and every one of you. I thank everyone that is in the chat for joining this evening. So I just spoke to our guest on the phone. She might be having a little technical difficulties, but I'm sure she'll be in here shortly. So let me just go on over here to the chat. I see you guys are talking with each other. So let me get in on the conversation as well. Unbiased, she was the first one in. So thank you, Unbiased. I appreciate you coming in. As she always says, hey Queen, and Queen on the panel and to the chat. When I first met Unbiased, I think I said this before in another one of my videos or lives. I was really starstruck when I first met Unbiased. Y'all know last month there was the Soil family meet and greet. And so my husband and I went to that. And I wasn't expecting to see Unbiased, didn't know. She did a quick sneak in, I guess, or at least Yaya didn't know about it. And when she walked into the first restaurant, I looked over there and I couldn't even think of her name. I just kept staring at her and she just kept looking at me like, what is wrong with you or whatever. I said, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know. I just really got stuck on her. So it was such a pleasure to meet such a nice woman. So I'll always remember that about Unbiased. Welcome in, my friend Rashonda. Rashonda is a membership member of Yaya's Best Life. And I've had the opportunity to have her on the channel. And we both, I believe, enjoyed ourselves. It was a pleasure getting to know her. Our guest is in the back. So, oops, I see she dropped off. She'll be back. Welcome in, Joshua. How are you? I hope you are doing well today. Thank you for joining this evening. Welcome in, Fifi. How are you? How are you doing? I caught your last update for the garden challenge, and thank you for watching mine as well. And your stuff, of course, is looking marvelous. So I enjoy watching Fifi's journey on her channel and all that she does in her yard with her garden. So if you don't know her, go over and check out her channel. She's a wealth of knowledge if you're gardening for the first time. So feel free to make sure you ask her questions if need be. I'm going to bring Lashus up. Hey,
Hi,
sis.
how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I don't know what's wrong with my camera, but it is not showing up.
Oh, okay. Well, we see your picture. I know it's you.
I'm trying to fix it, but
Huh.
yeah.
I'm not very technical. I wonder why.
I know that's weird.
Did you click
I'm
on
sorry,
the
guys.
Did you click on the, excuse me, on the stop cam?
Because I'm on my phone.
Oh, on your phone? I can never remember from the phone to the laptop what it shows.
Let me
Okay,
see.
well, you work on that, and I'm going to go ahead and greet those in the chat here for us.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome in, Tamika Davis. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining this evening. Welcome in, April Showers. How are you? Thank you so very, very much for joining this evening. April Showers is a membership member as well. So it's a pleasure to have you here this evening. Thank you so very much for joining. I've been trying to get in contact with you, so we'll talk on the side, but I'd like to have you on the channel as well. And Big Rooster's in the house. Welcome in, Big Rooster. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you stopping by Yaya's Best Life. Thank you so very much. And we have another membership member, Wellness with Frugal Mama. She's a new membership member, and I am thankful for her to be here today. And thank you for being a member as well. I sent you an email too. So check your email. Let's see. And another membership member, Sipping with Sheer Magic. How you doing, sis? What's up? How are you? I hope everything is going well for you on this Thursday. Um, as some of you may know, Sipping with Sheer Magic and I started a new talk show called Meeting in the Ladies' Room. And it's not just for ladies, it's for men as well. But still couldn't get, oh, she's on mute.
Yeah, it's still not coming up.
Oh, still not coming up. Okay. So yeah, we're doing it twice a month on Fridays. Our next show, we had our first show, was it last week? I think. And our next show will be May the 12th. On a Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're picking topics and just talking about all kind of stuff. So look for the thumbnail. Make sure you guys' notifications is on, and that you guys come and join us also. And if you don't know Sipping with Sheer Magic, please go over and check out her channel. Our plan is we're going to go back and forth. Like last week, it was on my channel. And next week, we're both the host. And next week, it will be on her channel. And once Yaya can figure out, Big Rooster, I'm going to have to give you a call if that's okay. I got to figure out how we can stream on both channels. Somebody got to walk me through that. So I know you kind of told me in another live how to do it, but Yaya didn't catch on. So I'll send you an email and see when you have some free time to see if you can walk me through that. So everybody's talking and speaking. Lashus, everybody is speaking to you as well, and looking forward to hearing your story. Oh, my friend, Micro Farmer, how are you? I've been thinking about you lately, and I'm gonna have to shoot you off an email as well, Micro Farmer, so we can get together and chit chat about some things. Thank you so much for joining. I've been watching. I haven't dropped any comments, but I see what's going on with the pool in your backyard and what's been happening with the chickens and all. So Yaya's there. I'm still checking out what's happening. And welcome in, my friend, Planter Garden TV. Thank you so very much for joining. So you guys always hearing me talking about this garden challenge. Well, this is the man that has set off the herb challenge. So thank you so much for joining this evening as well. And a wealth of knowledge, just like Fifi, a wealth of knowledge. So if you're into gardening, please make sure you go over and check out Planter Garden TV. And check out his videos and his lives, and he just tell you straight up about how to get your food to grow. So make sure you guys go over and check out his channel. You guys check out everybody that's in here. Check out each other's channels. Let's see. Let me get down here, make sure I caught everybody. Lashus before we get started here. So Good Eats, I see someone speaking to you. Oh, there it is. says, hi, Yaya and Lashus. Thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate you coming over. Welcome in, Cheryl Faulkner. I got to meet Cheryl as well at the meet and greet. So it was a pleasure. I'm not working this chat very good. She said, hey, Yaya. It was a pleasure to meet her as well, too. So no, plant a garden. Oh, Fifi said plant a garden is the master gardener. I'm following him. Yes, he is a master gardener, but you do well. I enjoy watching your channel, and I enjoy that you leave me comments when I say I'm not sure about this or that, and you give me some encouragement. So thank you for that. So without any further ado, and I don't want to hold her up, welcome in Lash's journey, my friend.
Hey, Yaya, thank you for having me.
It
Hello,
is a,
hello, everyone in the chat. Good evening. Sorry about my camera. I don't know what's going on, but the show must go on.
the show must go on. We got a picture of you, and so that's okay. Things happen sometime. So Lashes is my inspiration. And those of you that have been following me know I've been on this health journey and trying to change my lifestyle and change what I put in my mouth and change how I'm eating and drop some weight and all kind of stuff. Well, this is my inspiration, although tonight is for her to talk about her channel, but she is very inspiring in helping telling her story. So I'm going to get started with some questions here, Miss Lashes.
Oh,
My first question is for you to just tell us a little bit about you.
you did cut out on my end. Can you
Oh,
guys hear?
yep, I hear you.
Okay.
Did I cut out? Can you hear me
I
now?
can hear you now. Yeah. What was
Okay,
the
I turned
question?
the volume up a little bit too. Tell
Okay.
us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, a little bit about myself. Hey
Yeah, as
guys, my
much as
name
you
is
want to
Carrie.
tell us.
Alrighty, my name is Carrie, aka Lashus Journey, and let's see where to start. I'm a real estate investor down on the Panhandle. I love real estate. That's my passion. And I embark upon the garden channel, and upon my garden journey. And with my health deteriorating, um, I start making health my priority. Uh, I used to do a lot of real estate content, a lot of real estate, and when I found out my health was, I was slipping on my health, I start focusing more on my health, and I dropped everything, and I am 100% taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I know I tell my story before on here. I about 2019. I get a negative result on my blood work, and so that's when I found out I wasn't healthy as I thought. So that's when I didn't get serious at the time. I was eating everything still. I was like, okay.
Y'all, sometimes me and Lashes get on the phone and we get to talking about how we used to eat and everything, and we both be just cracking up, just rolling. And I'll tell her about me, and she'll tell me something. I'm like, "Oh, girl, yeah, me too. Can eat a whole bag of popcorn. Yeah, don't let me have some ice cream in here. I'll be like, just let me go on and eat it up, and then it'll be gone. Okay, greedy. That was me.
So true. For 17 years, I've been struggling with weight issue. I've been I gained weight, and I was trying to lose weight. So I was doing everything under the sun to keep my weight down or to lose weight. You know, I try every diet there is. You name it, I've tried it. I I lost like 20 pounds, and I gained it back and some each time. I tried the yo-yo diet, and
Yeah.
everything failed. So when I found out that my health was going downhill, I still wasn't serious at the time, because in 2020, 2021, I was still eating whatever I want. So somebody introduced me to the lifestyle center. So I was like, okay, I know about this lifestyle center for years, but I'm like, let me give it a try. you know, because I was trying everything, but everything, not working. Every test that we do, everything come back perfect. But one of my platelet was elevated for some reason, keep going up and down, you know, all over the place. So like, okay, so every test that I did, everything come back perfect. So the doctor, they don't know, they just said something you can't explain. I'm like, okay, something you can't explain. So as I tell you guys before, I was doing making my will. I did make my will and everything because when the doctor tell you can have a heart attack at any time, you pretty much give up or hand it over. So that's how I feel at the time because I was like, okay, I can diet anytime. Never introduced me to diet or nothing. They just said, take a baby aspirin every day and keep living.
Right.
He said, just keep living. If you feel you're having your chest start getting tight or anything, just go to the emergency room. So I'm like, okay. So, there's a lot of time I get depressed and, I'll go to the doctor and everything the same. It was like for 3 years, I was here waiting on something to show up. But thank God, nothing didn't show up. It was just, the blood work just wasn't coming back right.
Right.
So in September 2022, I decided to go to a lifestyle center. Didn't know what to expect. When I went to the lifestyle center uh, in September 11, 2022, I checked in the lifestyle center for 17 days. And that was the beginning of a good thing.
I
So,
remember when you
yeah.
first did that. That's when I really, really started following you. And you were
Mhm.
out walking in this very nice, peaceful place. And so it intrigued me. And I just kept watching. And then, you just started popping up live all the time and started talking about the Lifestyle Center. And go ahead, those things, what they had you drinking, eating, and doing.
Mhm. So yeah, and at the lifestyle center, so they put us on fasting. So they put us from fasting. So you fasting away from food. So the first day I checked in on the Sunday. The Monday they no more food after the Monday until Friday. So you don't eat again until Friday. So first when you go there, it's just no food. I was like,
For,
what is
for
this?
5 days.
Yes. So you fast until you didn't eat until Friday. So you eat Sunday and then not again until Friday. So I'm like, okay, we can't do this. But then there was a lot of people doing the same thing. So we're like, okay. So what we do, we start that day. We just drink lemon water in the morning. You drink warm lemon water every morning when you wake up.
Can I butt in just for a second? I
Sure.
mean, for the first time going there, were do people rotate in?
What was that?
Meaning, are there people that have already been there for a while and then maybe newcomers come?
No, each time it's just 17-day session. So when we go, somebody already check out. 80, how many people they already check out. So this is all new set come in.
So were people, because you go in and you don't eat for the first 5 days, were there attitudes?
No, mm-mm.
No. Oh,
Everybody was, but I think some people like older people, because there was a lot of old people there. It was like a lot of old people. So I guess older people that was probably on medicine, or they could have soup in the evening, or
uh-huh.
or special. So I think they treated everybody differently. So the first day you have your blood drawn, you have all your vitals, so they know what's wrong with you or what we're working with.
Right.
Uh-huh. So, and when it's a group of people doing it, it's easy. It becomes easy because I didn't know I could fast for a day. So, yes, and so when we see the doctor on Monday, that's when they put you on your fast and tell you what kind of tea to drink,
Uh-huh.
because your tea goes by your condition or your health problem that you have. So
Oh,
my tea at the lifestyle center, I was drinking milk tissue. I was drinking, I don't have the paper here with me. I was drinking echinacea.
mm-hmm.
I was drinking golden seal, periwinkle for the blood. I was drinking licorice. I was
Oh,
drinking like
wow.
5 different
Okay.
tea. Every day you drink that tea, and it's just the herb. You boil it and
Uh-huh.
you just drink the herb, and you were drinking water. So, and So that's why we were drinking the 5 days while we were there, not eating. So you just drinking those herbs with water. That's it.
Wow.
And also, yeah, you go walking and you meditate. They teach you deep breathing and stuff like that. A lot of meditation, a lot of it's very spiritual there. You have devotion. I don't know if you
Right.
guys are familiar with Seventh Day Adventist. It's a Seventh Day Adventist facility.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know that part.
Yes, it is. So
Okay.
we go to church on Saturdays and the old nine yards. But after that we start we the refeed process on Friday. That was like everybody was excited. But with the refeed process, it was like a buffet style. So in the break room, it was a lot of low glycemic fruit like blueberries, all kind of berries, kiwi, grape was there sometimes, lemon, orange, and your breakfast would be all kind of vegetable would be on the table. So you just
Uh-huh.
go and you take up what you want, but your special would be turmeric, chia seed, flaxseed with evermeal, garlic, and cumin or cumin, whatever you guys
Uh-huh.
call it, or black seed,
Okay.
black seed powder. So that would be your special. Also, you drink aloe vera 30 minutes before each meal.
Wow.
So
There's a
yeah.
question here from Rashonda. She says, do they group them according to health issues and weight?
Um, when you see your doctor, because everybody is assigned a doctor, there's a bunch of doctor there. They're medical doctor, but they're holistic doctor. They're doctor there that they were doctor in the field, but they didn't like. They tell you they didn't like to lie to people about prescribing medicine all the time. So it was going against their religion because they're Adventists. It's going against God's word because they're saying prescribing medicine to you every day. That's not it. Only God can heal you. Yes, with prayer, and so they use a lot of prayer before they see you. They pray over you. They get down on your knees with you. They pray with you, and they pray and ask for, you know, deliverance and healing for you before they
Mm-hmm.
touch your paperwork. Every time, everybody, all the nurses, anybody they come, they pray for you or pray with you first before anything, and you know, so everybody see the doctor accordingly. So your doctor will tell you, whatever issue you have, you'll get a special prescription, which is herb. So a special tea to drink. And as I said, like older people, they would they'll drink soup or something. So yes, they do see you according to your health issues.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. We're going to talk more about this because I know that I want to hear more about your journey. But I did want to also ask you about how you got started on YouTube.
Oh, that started on YouTube. Also, back in 2021, I believe, after I gave birth to my fifth child, I had nothing but time on my hands. So I'm like, okay, I should start a YouTube channel telling my story about real estate, because I wanted to share, let people know that it can be done. So I said, let me start a channel. And that's how I started a channel talking about real estate, or to get in real estate, or to buy your first, second, third, fourth property just by working a regular 9 to 5 job like myself, not a fancy job. And how you can get to financial freedom, stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that was my main purpose on coming on YouTube. I was shy. Still am.
You always say you were shy, but you explain things very, very well.
I do. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You
And
do.
so far, the journey is going good. I like it. I like it.
Are there any other family members that are on YouTube? Does your husband do YouTube or anything? Or any of your kids,
No family member on
no
here.
family members? Just
Nobody
you.
like, yeah, they're like, oh no.
Does your family watch you on YouTube?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
watch me on YouTube.
So we know that you do have small children. How do you manage YouTube and your family life?
The good thing is I semi-retired. The good thing is I'm most of the time I only work one day, one night, um, at a big box store. So I have a lot of time on my hands. I have a lot of time because I'm used to working 2 and 3 jobs. So now being home, it's like, okay, I'm free. So managing small children, I guess because I have so many kids, it becomes a part of me. So it comes natural. So it's very not a pressure at all.
Because you have grown children and then you have babies
Uh-huh. And I also have grandbabies too.
and you have grandkids as well.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Oldest 25, the youngest one.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I know when watching your lives or whatever, I always tell you, sometimes you will say, I'm so sorry about the noise. And I'm like, no, that's one of the reasons why I like Lash's channel
Thank you.
because it is real life. And she shares exactly not all her personal life, but I mean, she's fixing breakfast for the boys in the morning. They're getting ready for school and things like that, and absolutely sipping with sheer magic. She has her hands full, but she does oh so well. Welcome in, Six Bowls. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Okay, Lashes. So now back to the lifestyle change and your health journey. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Uh-huh.
How you after you finished up at the Life Center
Mm-hmm.
and you came home, how
Mm-hmm.
did you take what you learned there and have been able to continue doing what you're doing?
See, at the lifestyle center, every day when you'll get your vital and I watch my number move in real time, I was
Mhm.
like, oh my goodness, so food really affect the way your blood look or the way you know, your blood sugar, your insulin. Because when I checked there, my insulin was high, my platelet was high, my cholesterol was high, my vitamin D was low, my blood pressure was high. And after 3 days after we came off the fast, which every day they do your vital, so you will see your number falling in real times. So after I get off the fast and we redo our blood work, everything went down by significantly by 2 3 points. I'm like, well, by the food, by the fast. So we're like, okay. So when we start the refeed process, it was just a certain vegetables and vegetable fruits and veggie, and they cook stuff that tastes just like meat, but it's from plants.
Right.
So they teach you how to cook. Every day they'll make pizza or something. So every day you'll go to a cook school. It's called cooking school. There's
Wow.
So it was like they show you, they don't bring you out here and leave you. They show you how to prepare food. If you need a pizza, this is the way you make it from all plants. If you need burger, what do you call it? Burger. This
Yeah.
is the way you make
Hamburger,
it.
I guess. Yeah.
They show you how to do that. If you need meatloaf, they show you to make nut loaf. So it was they show you how to do everything hands on.
Did you see my video the other day where I made the tacos?
Yes.
Girl, I was amazed. I was happy about that.
Me too. I saw it. I was like, wow. I'm
I
proud
made
of you.
tacos, you guys, and I used walnuts and mushrooms.
And it is so
And
good.
yes,
So
and I
good.
have to tell you because see, I tell you, I say it in the video.
Mhm.
You really got to season it to your taste. And
Yeah.
if you're on a changing some things about how you eat or whatever, the type of seasonings, I didn't use any salt, but I use a lot of herbs and I use a lot of powders like garlic powder, uh,
Mhm.
onion powder, turmeric, paprika, and when I first did it, and I ground up all of my walnuts or whatever, and I ground up my mushrooms, it looked so. If you see, sometimes people, when they go plant based or they want to go vegan or whatever, in their minds, oh, this thing is okay. In their minds, They are thinking that they can see, how do I want to say this? Um, they want a taste that they are familiar with.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you're not going to get that greasy hamburger taste. You're not
Mm-hmm.
going to get that pork taste. You're not going to get that exact chicken taste.
Mm-hmm.
There are people also that texture means a lot to them. And
Yes.
so when you make that with the walnuts and the mushrooms, that looked just like ground hamburger meat.
Yes.
It had the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you got to get the flavor so that you enjoy what you're eating. And that's what I had to work on when I was doing that. And I used taco seasoning, but I made my own taco seasoning. But a lot of vegan recipes that I looked at, they used just, bought a pack of taco seasoning. And at first, when I did it, it was kind of bland tasting. I'm like, okay, this is kind of bland tasting. I need some flavor. So I kind of pumped it up a little bit and used a little bit more garlic, sauteed me some more onions and red peppers because I like that kind of stuff. And then it was getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't have any salsa, but I had a can of Rotel, which is like salsa, tomatoes and jalapenos, and I used that. And once I used that, it was bringing that taco flavor that I wanted in that.
Yep.
And girl, if y'all haven't seen the video, go look at it. If for nothing else, it looked pretty when I finished.
It looks good, and I know it tastes good too. That's what I always tell people. It's just like if you're cooking chicken or you're just cooking beef. It's not gonna taste good if you don't put season on it. It's
Yeah,
gonna be blah.
yeah.
So it's the same thing with plant based. You just have to add your twist to it or your spice or.
Your spot, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed going plant based now that I use a lot of more of things that that's like I use jalapeno peppers a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Some that spicy taste because
Uh-huh.
then that does something to that. If you're using nuts or if you're using mushrooms or whatever, and I've now experienced jackfruit because that stuff is bland, but whatever flavors you put in there, that
Uh-huh.
type of stuff, that plant based, it takes on the flavor that you use, the seasonings that you use.
It
And
does.
so then you get the flavor that you want. And yeah, it came out really good. And then I used my onions and my tomatoes, y'all, and my avocado and cilantro and everything. And I chowed on that too. It was good.
I'm proud of you, Yaya. You doing it. I don't like
I'm
that. And
trying.
yeah,
I'm working
and
at
it's
it.
fun.
Yes. Welcome in, Coach Mary. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so I cut you off but I want you to. I watched a doctor this morning, and I need to send you that link. I can't pronounce his name. I can't remember. I should have. I'll put it in the description field if anybody feel like they want to go look at it. He was talking about how our bodies scientifically react to how we eat
It does.
and how every time we eat, we're spiking. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We're spiking our insulin,
Yes.
right?
Each time you eat.
Yeah,
So each time you eat sugar. I'm
and,
sorry.
yeah, and sugar. And he made a point to say that sugar. He said it. I'm just repeating what the doctor said. Sugar is not good for you. He basically said sugar is poison because of what it does
To your body.
to your body. Yes,
Yep. And that's good. I'm sorry, I don't cut you off. That's the biggest part of it, the education part. Once you go in plant based or you're changing your lifestyle, you have to get educated about it. Because when you find out what these food do to your body, it makes you don't want to touch it.
yes.
You see what I'm saying? So that's good. You're doing.
That's what Lashes and I was laughing about the other day when we were talking on the phone, and I said, and you know what? I hope that how, this is not to offend anybody by any means. Lashes is telling her story, and when she starts talking about her story, I'm not as far along as she is, but then I start telling about what I am experiencing by me trying to change the way that I am eating. And I'm changing the way I'm eating because I got a health thing going on, and I want to experience not taking medication, but using food as my medicine.
Yes.
Now, can you explain, Lashes, when people say food is a medicine, but we have
Yes.
been programmed not so much to understand the why of that?
Yes, because they have this saying that you're what you eat, basically. And I believe that to be so. You are what you eat. So it's like this saying, I forget who said, we have to eat to live, not live to eat. And I
Yes,
was living to eat instead of live to eat, because normally, all these fruits and veggie and whatever, the food, the nutrients that your body needed comes from the food. The vitamins that your body needed comes from the food, the mineral, everything. So right now I go in the supermarket and I just go in there for fun and just do video with the vitamins. And when you look at the vitamins, it's you see the garlic on there, the orange and everything. So they put all that fruits and veggie picture on it, but then when you read it, it having so much artificial flavor. But we buying it, I say, okay, it has in orange, it has in this, that. But why not go straight to the source? You see what I'm saying? So that's what
exactly.
we doing. We're going straight to the source instead of buying the pills from the store or the shake from the store. Because
Yes,
just like the simple shake, they strip the shake of they strip the food of all its fiber, all its nutrient, and put protein, and then or on the other side they have fiber bars selling to get fiber, but they take all the fiber from the food. You see what
yes,
I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like it's just a money making thing. And when you start digging deeper, you see the whole trick that they're playing with us. You see what
yes,
I'm saying? So now what I do, I just eat to live. So, anything I eat, I'm intentional about it. I
yes.
prepare my meal ahead of time, my meal prep, and I know, okay, I know what this kale gonna do to me. I know what this broccoli is gonna do. So I eat the color of the rainbow. I count my how many veggie on my plate today, and I have 35. I did a video on it, but I haven't posted yet.
Oh,
35 veggie in my one plate in each time I eat.
yep,
So
yep,
I'm
yep,
getting my vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin, all the nutrient in that plate. So I don't have to go take a supplement for it. I do supplement vitamin D. You get that from the sun, only from the sun, or you
yes.
can supplement it. I supplement it if the sun is not shining. I might take a vitamin D because my vitamin D was low, but now my vitamin D is back up because I go in the sun every day.
And as you always say, our health is our wealth.
Well,
I
uh-huh.
have that written down, and that is absolutely true. And the comment I have up here where Rashonda says sugar is not good for people with cancer either because it feeds cancer and causes the cells to grow.
It does.
And your statement is exactly correct. I had a doctor's appointment just yesterday, and we were talking about cancer. Anyway, even if you don't have cancer,
Mm-hmm.
the point of the matter is sugar feeds those cells, and you can end up getting cancer. Why not remove that sugar from your diet so that you
Before
don't
you
have
get.
to you don't have to experience that.
Yeah, and that's what I say every day. I wish I was in this headspace that I'm in right now 10 years ago. Even 5 years ago, I wish somebody had told me this, because I was ignorant to nutrition. I didn't know nothing about nutrition. I've been going to the doctor. They don't tell you to go eat nothing. When I went back to my doctor and she see my number, my platelet went back right exact to the exact number that it needs to be. You know what she said to me? She said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And she said, what are you doing different? And I tell her, I've been eating garlic and turmeric because garlic, turmeric does the same thing as a aspirin. It thins your blood. This is not medical advice. I'm not a medical advisor. I'm not telling anybody to get off medicine and go do this. But that's what I did. I stopped taking aspirin and I just use turmeric and garlic. That's my medicine. I eat that every day religiously, and every meal I eat garlic, turmeric,
Yep.
with a little bit of black pepper to activate the turmeric. The doctor, she asked me, she said, what are you doing different? What have you been doing different? Before she tell me my numbers. I said, this doctor I've been going to for 3 years. Never one day tell me to change my diet. She said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And she just wide out her eye and said that she didn't ask no further question, but she said, whatever you do. But, legally they cannot, somebody tell me that they can't tell you to, you know, they have to prescribe the medicine for you. They have to introduce you to the medicine because they actually work with the pharmaceutical company. They help fund them. They help send them to school. So
And but some doctors do work hand in hand, meaning they're going to tell you that you need this medication for whatever the issue may be. But some of them will also encourage you to get a nutritionist and work hand in hand. Like I got high blood pressure and cholesterol or whatever. But let me say this, let me back up a little bit. Let me say this. Each and every one of us has to take our own health into our own hands.
so true.
And what I mean by that is if you got something going on or you're not feeling good or whatever, no, you don't want to self-diagnose, but you do want to go out and do your research. You want to be very clear about how you're feeling. When I go to the doctor, they just be looking at me because, see, I go in and I know what I'm going to say. I know how I feel. I know what I think. I know what I've researched. I don't just take one path of research. I go from extreme to, uh, what's the word I want? Common. That's only because I can't think of another word. Uh, and I look at a number of different things. Just like if you go out for a quote because you want to buy a new couch or whatever, you go get 3 quotes. Well, I go look at a few different things about that subject, so that when I go to the doctor's office, I've got some knowledge that once he starts throwing out them big words and saying this, that, and the other about my situation, I can ask questions. I always got a notepad. I always got my questions always written down because when I get in there, my nerves get bad. Then you already know when I go to the doctor, my blood pressure go up. So they already be looking at me crazy anyway. And and so, but I have it written down. So when he starts talking to me about this, that, and the other, and they fire stuff off to you real fast because they only got about 15 to 20
15
minutes.
minutes. Mm-hmm.
Right? Because when I went yesterday, he was like, these are your options. And he boom, 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 boom. But he said it about 4 times to me. And I really like this is my lung doctor. He said it to me about 4 times and, reiterated this, that, and the other. And I was tracking with him and I was following with him or whatever. But I'd done my research of things that I wanted to ask. He says, because where you are, he says, you're like this. He said, if you was like 90, I probably would give you more specifics of this is what I would want you to do as a doctor. He said, but I can't say that to you. He said, I have to put it back in your hands because, I want you to make the decision of what we're going to do here or whatever, because nothing had changed. Because I got a nodule on my lung, and they don't know if it's cancers or not. They don't think that it is, but they don't know for sure. Anyway, I went and had my scan. It's still there, but it has not grown. So he had to give me my options of getting it removed. Well, if I get it removed and at the age I am, it's going to be a really huge, big old major surgery. Mm-hmm. And I was going to go and have it done last year and they prepped me and I was in there and they couldn't, what's that word? Intubate me because I had enlarged tonsils. So
Mhm.
I had to go get my tonsils out before I could have this major surgery where they were going to go and take part of my lung and crack my ribs to get in there to do it. And so I was going to be down, y'all, for a while. Well, I looked at that as
Mhm.
maybe I wasn't supposed to be doing that.
That's
That's
true.
just Carla. That's how I looked at my situation. And so but it was time for me to go in to have that scan done again to see what's up. And nothing, he says, the good thing is nothing has changed, although it has not shrunk. He says it's really, really small, he said, but nothing has changed. It hasn't grown. So that's a good thing. So,
That's
he
good.
gave me my options of waiting or going ahead with surgery or trying this other alternative thing or whatever. So, I say
Mhm.
all this to you guys just to say you have to take your own health in your own hands, do your own research, make sure you have all your questions. I don't care if it's just that you don't feel good and you got high blood pressure or whatever. Something in your body is off balance. And so that's what it's not really the blood pressure. I forgot what that doctor I listened to today's called that. He called it something. It's something else in your body that's the root of the reason why you have high blood pressure or the reason why you have high cholesterol. And that's what we got to get down to fix that, the
The
root of what's
underlying issues, yes.
the underlying issue. Absolutely.
Cause
Yeah.
doctor be fixing the cause. They patch the cause. The they don't try to find the cause. They the root cause. They just put a band-aid on it. So that's good. You
Yes. Thank you for
working with
joining,
somebody
Hudson.
that care.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Hudson. Absolutely. I'm feeling good and I'm feel comfortable. I don't have any like issues, the side issues that would make the doctor say, we need to get you in here right now and blah 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 blah. I mean, I don't have no breathing issues or anything. It's just, and he also said, not, he says people get nodules. He said, you get them throughout your lifetime. They show up in your body or whatever. The reason why I'm so concerned about it was because up until 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I was a smoker and I had smoked for a long time. So when they told me that, that bothered me. That made me more at risk. I made me feel more at risk. And the doctor said that as well. Because you were a smoker, this made him take a different path in thinking about me. Now, somebody else that maybe had not or whatever, he might have gave them different other kind of advice or what have you. So that's why I say you gotta, make sure you stay with your doctor. I stay on my medicine, but I am plant-based. I am doing my research, as Lashus always says, do your own research. I'm looking into all these new foods, veggies, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't go back to get tested again until October. So I am on a bandwagon. And I started this in March just because that's what I wanted to do, was change. It wasn't nothing the doctor had said to me. It was like, you know what? It's time for me to change my lifestyle. And then when I went to the doctor the other day, I said, okay. He said I didn't have to come back for 6 months. This 6 months is totally dedicated to me really eating vegetables and seeing what I can do to help myself. And so I'm excited to see in October when I go back if there is any change. If they're not, then I'll make the decision, whatever it is that I need to make. But I am a believer that if I eat better, I can change some underlying things that's happening with me. You there, Lashes? Oh, she's on mute. So yeah, but I knew when Lashes came on tonight we would be talking about this, and I'm happy for that because she's kind of been schooling me, and I see different things that absolutely, Fifi, yes, absolutely. We just got to do what we got to do for us. Are you gardening? Are you gardening this year? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm in the planters herb deal, and I've got other stuff out on my patio as well. And today I dropped seeds today. Let me see. What did I do? 6, 7. I used just germinating them. I used the solo cups. And so I planted 6 new vegetables today. And so I was excited and I had fun doing that. And the other thing about really paying attention to changing your life and changing your lifestyle is you really kind of get into you and what you are about, you know. And not only that, I sent to my grandson and my granddaughter, I packaged them up some seeds. I took a Ziploc bag and put the dirt in it. I put the seeds in it, and then I have their little container. And my son's girlfriend, she has some kids. I sent them theirs as well. So all of them in the same household. So I sent all of them their package of seeds, and so that they can start growing as well. So I feel good because it's like, okay, I feel like I'm giving back to what I need to give back to. And this is what my why was, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to live longer. I want to share more with my grandkids and my son to get them on a good health journey. And my family, my sisters as well. So I sent the kids, Lashes, you had dropped off. I sent the kids some seeds, and I sent them their
Awesome.
dirt, and I sent them their little first little plant, their little container, and they
I
should
love
get
it.
it. They should get it Saturday. And I told my son, I said, I'm gonna be calling and FaceTiming because I want to see them when they put their dirt in their container. And you guys make sure they in the Pacific Northwest, so it'd be taking a while before they get some good sunshine. But I said, I want them to watch their food grow.
They're gonna love it and they're gonna want to eat it because quick little story. My kids never like blueberries. When I buy it at the store, they always push the blueberry aside when you give them fruits. But now the blueberries are ripening up on the tree. They go out there and they pick the blueberry and just eat them from the tree.
Uh-huh.
But they never liked blueberry. But when they watch that thing grow that they water every day and they're around every day and they see those little buds come on and then they see it turn into a fruit, they go out there and they pick it every day and eat it. I'm like, wow. Yesterday
That's
I
what
was saying to
it
my
is.
husband, look at it. Yeah, because they never like blueberries. So when we teach them to grow at a young age, they'll get it. You know,
Yep. Yep.
they'll
Yep.
get it.
That's the legacy. That's what I want to leave them. And when I was a child, my parents, my father, he always had a garden in our backyard. But life goes, and you get grown and you think, this, that, and the other, and you be like, I ain't digging in no dirt or whatever. I'm going out to eat, and I'm going to the bar, and I'm this and I'm that, and
Yeah.
this, that, and the other. But you know what? Don't beat yourself up. That's okay. Every
So
day you wake up, it's time for you
new
to have the
start.
opportunity to
Yep.
change. As
Yep.
Coach Mary said earlier here in the chat, she said, uh, as long as you get it, you may start later, but that's okay as long as you start. So something
So
to that
true.
effect. Yeah.
So true.
Let's see here. What Shonda said, your markers in your blood was most likely low for cancer. That's why your doctor didn't press the issue. Oh, okay. Probably. Well, they went in, Rashonda, and did I forget the name of what they called to do a biopsy, uh, but that's not 100%, and so that's why he was like, it could be and maybe not. And I guess, as you just said, it wasn't something that was blatant and full blown where they was like, yeah, this is what this is. He said it could just be a nodule, it could be non. He said, but right now it's not showing us to make us think that it is. But I can't tell you that 100%. The only way 100% is if you have it removed, he said, and then that will make you feel better or whatever. So, you know, I'm just praying on it and changing how I'm eating. And I'm going to go 6 months and then we'll talk about it again. So that's just how that's going to be. Yep, that's right. And that's facts. Absolutely, Fifi. So, yeah. Hopefully she'll pop back in. I know her. There she goes. There she goes.
Oh no, I heard, but I keep losing connection.
That's okay. I want to value your time. We're almost at the hour. You know, every time I get on, and I know I kind of got to talking too about me, and I shouldn't have did that because this was really supposed to be all about you.
Oh
Uh,
no, I know, I love it. I love it. Keep sharing your story, and that's fine. I have all day. My husband not home yet from work, but
oh,
I'm pretty much free all the time, other than the kids screaming over there.
I'll
But
have to have you back on the show again. Coach Mary says you're doing an amazing job. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for being an
yes,
awesome
you are.
inspiration.
I'm.
Yeah, I'm. You know, I am really thrilled about this. It's something. You know, when you start to do something or you make a change in your life and you feel real. You just when you wake up in the morning, you feel thrilled. You know you're doing the right thing.
Yes, so
You know
true.
that you're doing the right thing, and we
Um,
all will start when it's our time to start. You know what I
amen.
mean?
So true. Yeah, we will.
I
You're
used to
right.
lay back and just watch you and listen to you while I was eating some popcorn or something. You know what I'm saying? Chicken wing. I'm like, okay, yeah,
And don't
all
feel
right.
bad. Don't feel bad. My mother-in-law is a vegan, and she been telling me for years. She come here in 2017 when Aiden just born, and I was like, "Oh, she eats like that? She not eat. She was eating all plants." I'm like, I can't do that. And the other day she was like, "I'm so proud of you." She said, "When I see you eating those ice cream every day, I get so upset in myself, and I want to put them in the trash, but I didn't want you to fight me." Well, I'm telling you, and that's since 2017, and I did not do it, So that's why I said everybody have to have their own conviction, because a lot
Yes,
of people would say something have to take me home, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing. But when you love life and you said, okay, because of these kids, I'm gonna fight.
yes,
I'm not giving up, you know.
yes,
I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not gonna have a heart attack. I'm not gonna be a statistic. And you like, okay. And when you look at these food, what the food and people, a lot of people don't like when you talk about the food, but I look at some of these ingredients, and I always buy sunflower seed. I love sunflower seed. Yesterday I go in the store and I pick up a sunflower seed. I'm like, I can buy this. It's a sunflower seed. When I turn it over and look at the package, oh my god, it has 5 different oil in one sunflower seed.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, why did they do that? It having vegetable oil, coconut oil, palm oil, all kind of oil. And I'm like, but it's a package of sunflower seed. Why did they put all that oil? Because the sunflower have oil, But when you
Mm-hmm.
look at the stuff the way they do the food, I'm like, they change everything.
And I've been looking at the packages for a long time, thinking I was so miseducated or whatever. You know how when society's kind of flips the script and starts saying all these different things. Well, yeah, I thought, oh well, I'm educated, I'm pretty smart or whatever. Okay, let me start doing like all the other people. Let me start reading on the back of the packages and everything. Okay, I know that was a good step, but the point of the matter is you got to take that and combine it with the fact that it's about money too. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And so people kind of, I don't want, well, I don't really, that's because I can't think of the other word to say. I say phoning things up. What I mean is you're not getting the nutrition that you really truly
No.
need in some of these things that they say is nutritious. The best way you can get it, do y'all know way back in the day, in the very beginning of time, people didn't have a whole bunch of food.
No.
They didn't eat 3 meals a day. I'm not talking about in the 19, I'm talking way back at the beginning of time, caveman times or whatever. And they survived. That's
Yeah.
why that guy I was watching today was talking about fasting. He said, we just think we hungry. We just think we need to eat
Mm-hmm.
because we have been conditioned to eat, and that's society, and that's being posh, or going out to this restaurant and that restaurant, and that's why everybody's health is starting to decline a lot
Mm-hmm.
faster. Even I was born in the 60s. Well, I was born in the late 50s, but in the 60s, um, people didn't eat the way that people eat today. There were not fast food restaurants. When I
No.
was in high school, they just started bringing in across the street from the school. I remember there was a Hardee's. We didn't know. When I grew up, I was a teenager before I even knew what pizza was. Okay, so all of that, when society changes, start bringing all that kind of food in here, you can notice that people's eating habits changed, and all that trans fat is not good.
It's not. It's not. It's not. And then what they use to disguise it, they start using some different name. If you look at package, you don't really see trans fat no more. You see hydrogenated. But when I go and I Google and I do my research, hydrogenated mean trans fat. I'm like, but everything now you look at it have hydrogenated oil. But it's trans fat, but they just use because they come up with trans fat is bad or whatever. They just package it in a different formula. So now everything you look at, it has the hydrogenated oil. But it's
Yes.
trans fat. But I went and Google and do everything, but it's the same. But not only that, they have so much bars, and I was Dukes too because I used to eat these bar and my snack and said, "Oh, these are healthy fiber bar," On back then, when I
Yep.
was trying to lose weight, the keto
Yep.
bar, like, okay, these are good for you. But now when I read it, it has in so much stuff, and the thing is, the artificial sweetener that they use in there, they don't say artificial sweetener. It said a big word too that I can't even pronounce this word. And I go in the store right now and I look at all these sugar-free stuff.
Yep.
Everything you see that says sugar-free, run.
Yep.
You best you go get the one with the sugar. Because
I
when
liked your video you did the other day. She went to the grocery store. Lashes has a video. Excuse me. Lashes has a video out there. And if you guys aren't connected with Lashes, I've pinned her link at the top of the chat. She did a video in the store, and she just was going down the aisle and kind of showing the different in the healthy section aisles. And then she was showing these, nutrition bars and stuff. And I didn't realize that what they really do have in them. And that doctor I was listening to today, which I'm gonna have his link in the description field, so come back and check it out. He was talking about those kind of bars, and he says, "Why go buy those bars when? Why don't you just go ahead and get the raw stuff, the real food, the real thing?" He says, and it will have all the nutrition that you need.
Yep, yep,
You know, Coach Mary has here said the good thing is that the more we listen and see the amazing results from YouTube, we will get there soon. YouTube, we will get there soon.
awesome.
Like the saying goes, stay at the barbershop for long and you will end up getting a haircut. Thank you for sharing that, because I wanted to say, I want this conversation to really be to be taken in a positive light, not as put down to anybody by any means.
Correct.
Lashes and I enjoy, we happen to be on the same point as far as, what we're doing. And I'm learning from her, and hoping that I'm hoping that family members of mine learn. And the reason why I have it on the channel is for those of you here on the channel that have been thinking about it. And there's some of you that I have talked to personally, and it takes time and you're going to get there,
Yeah,
whatever. But if we keep talking about it,
you get it.
one
So
day it's just going to hit you, just like I was laying there eating that ice cream and eating them chicken wings, and Lashes was up there, had a whole bunch of kale and cabbage and all that, and I'm like, tahini sauce. What the heck is tahini sauce?
I
Girl, I
know.
got tahini sauce in my refrigerator right now. I know how to make my salad dressing with it now. Okay.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And like Yaya said, we'll get there. Baby step, baby step. And Blind Guy and their wife, they always said, just add more fruits and veggie every spread and you'll get there. Like I truly believe. Just add some
Absolutely.
fruits, add some veggie to your meal, and just do research because it's out there. And then the bad thing is they said, "Oh, we did tell you," and that's a thing. Like I watch a documentary on Coke or whatever, and when they talked to the lawyer or the CEO about it, he said, "We didn't tell them to drink more than one can of Coke." It's
Mm-hmm.
them like they're saying it's your fault.
Yep.
It's our fault. It's a consumer fault
Yep.
even though they
We get
make these
addicted.
things
That's what the
addictive.
doctor was saying. He says we are addicted to sugar.
We are. They
He
put
said,
it
and
in
he
there,
said
and
sugar
you
is
know
a drug. He says you're addicted to sugar. He was a very, very good speaker. And like I said, I'm gonna put his link in the description box. I hope each one of you at least go and watch a little bit of his live that he did, and the way that he talked about it, and he articulated and explained the science of our body and foods that we put in our body, what it does to us. Welcome in, Nikki. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Nikki too, because she always leaves me wonderful comments and
And I
says
love
that,
her salad too. You see her salad? She be posting on her
yes, yes,
tab.
yes, yes, yeah. She's inspired, and she, you know,
Hey,
she
Nikki.
yeah, gave very good feedback. So thank you so much,
Hello,
Nikki.
everyone. I can't see the chat or nothing, but hi, everyone. Yeah, but I love this journey. Every day I wake up, I'm excited. Okay, what I'm gonna eat today, and I sit there and and I'm like, okay, everything is ready, but how am I gonna put it together in one plate? And that it makes it fun. And I used to feel a lot of aches and pain, and I'm in my early 40s. I don't think I need to be feeling this pain. My knee used to hurt, my chest used to, I just used to feel pain and fatigue, and I'm like, this is not normal. And ever since I
Yes.
changed my lifestyle, all those aches and pains gone. I'm like, gosh, I can't believe the food was doing this to me. So that's why I'm so passionate about it. And I know a lot of people struggling, or a lot of, because even my mom, she's been on high blood pressure medicine for over 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, after I go on, I learn all this stuff, and I'm learning every day. And I'm like, Mom, get off everything, eat everything raw. She's
Yeah.
like, because, you love your family, you love people. So you just want to, just help them. Okay, do this and it will help you, or make you feel better. Because I was struggling with weight. I was 230. Now I'm 169, 168. I can't even believe that. And it's not about the weight loss, because I was comfortably in my with my weight. After all, I'm like, I'm never gonna lose weight, I'm okay like this.
Uh-huh.
So now, even though losing that significant amount of weight, it's not about the weight. To me, it's like, okay, it's about the health, the way I
Yeah, but
feel.
now when you be doing your morning walks, I catch you doing your morning walks, and you kind of tilt that camera off there and look at her. She knows she looking fine or whatever. Uh-huh. I said, look at her. And then you just had that little sugar honey iced tea grin on your face. I said, oh, look at her. Her husband gonna have to watch her.
I know, even my face look younger. I'm like, oh, I don't have to wear no makeup. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
So,
My sister told me, we did a FaceTime, and she was like, um, I get to talking about what I'm doing and stuff. And when you first kind of start talking to people about stuff, they're quiet. They don't say anything, And I've done that before, and they be like, mm-hmm, yeah, mm-hmm, all right, sure, okay, whatever you say, how we be doing or whatever. We might not say nothing. Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's see. Keep on eating all that rabbit food if you want to or whatever, you know. But my sister, she goes, your skin looks so good or whatever. And so then when if you open it up a little door for me, then I was like, well, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've been eating. But I just gave a little bite, a little bit, to say, I'm eating a lot of spinach and kale and cabbage and this, that, and the other, and I'm drinking a lot of fat burning teas and cleansing teas and stuff. She's like, your skin looks really, really good. I said, okay, thank you.
yes, you do. She's seen it. Yes, we can tell. Just continue going, and you don't even miss the sugar or the salt. I don't. You
No,
miss sugar or salt?
no,
No.
no. Let's see. I ate something. What was it? Every now and then, Tim will get me to take a
Yes.
bite of something. What was it? I can't remember what it was. Something he had. And it was not a whole big bite or nothing. But the point, my mind, what it is we're changing our mindset. Um, and I had that, and it was like, oh, okay. I said, oh yeah, that tastes good or whatever. But then immediately after I had tasted it or whatever, I wished I had not have tasted it. It wasn't that I was going to go and eat a whole bunch of it or anything like that. It was just that I wished I had not have put it in my body. Oh, I think I told you this. I told you a few weeks ago I had a chicken wing,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
was good too.
I
Tim
know,
had
right?
cooked some, and it was good. But after I ate it, it was like I wished I had not have eaten it because I wasn't really craving it. I just did that.
Yeah, just because it's there. And that's
Yeah.
the thing. The thing that helped me, I don't go to eat. That helped because I don't think I could go and sit there with them. I would order on the menu.
If you went where?
Oh, I think I would have ordered on the menu because last week I think went to the movie theater last week, and my husband ordered caramel popcorn, and boy, I was dipping in there. I came home and I came home and drink a whole thing of lemon water. I'm like, geez, why did you make us go to the movie? The movie. I'm like, I was so upset. I'm like beating up myself. I'm like, oh, tomorrow's another day.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I started just drinking liquids. It was
Yeah.
like, oh yuck, why did I put that in my body? Because I'm doing research and I'm understanding that there's nothing wrong with chicken wings, y'all. Not I'm not saying that by any means. Ain't nothing wrong with no chicken wing because I got an air fryer and or a bacon oven. I think that's okay. I'm sure periodically in my life I'm gonna have another one, but the point of the matter is the amount of consumption for me that I want to do, and I would prefer not to if that's my choice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's nothing really wrong with chicken or anything. It's just now red meat. I'm gonna tell you, I don't do red meat. That I'm not gonna do that. But some chicken or some fish or whatever. But right now, that's not what I want to do. I just want to stick with the plant based right now.
Me too. That's why I'm like, okay, So it's easy to get tempted. It's the environment that you're in.
Yeah, Nikki, exactly. Moderation. And I think you came in afterwards when I was kind of talking about my health issues and everything. And so that's why I'm being strict on myself. And your previous comment, it's all a mindset. Absolutely. It is
It
all
is.
a mindset.
It is. And when you see your numbers, you want it to stay that way. So you're like, okay. And that's why I said, the education part of what it does to your body when you eat it, what it's gonna do, it's just okay. Do I want to do it? So it's a mindset.
Yes, it is.
And I stay on
Absolutely.
those video, and that's what helped me every day. I stay on these doctor video. I know all the holistic doctor online right now. Every day
You
you see
probably
the
know this doctor. I wrote it down somewhere and I can't find where I wrote his name down at, but he was really, really good. And how he explained it, I was tracking really well with him. Sometimes
Mhm.
they throw out a whole bunch of big words. Oh, here it is. His name is Dr. Pradeep, Pradip.
Oh, it's that Indian doctor.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I've been following him on fasting and all
yes.
that. Yep, he's very good. And the Indian doctor, I don't know. I think they said the Indian doctors are the best.
Well, my pulmonary doctor, he is Indian.
Hmm.
You
They're
know,
really good.
yeah. And that's why I said he was very articulate in
Yep.
explaining to me what my options and this, that, and the other. And
Hmm.
I'm glad that I was able to find him or what have you, because
Hmm.
he says, I'm just telling you the truth. And you want a doctor that's going to tell you the
Tell
truth.
you the truth.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's all we want. Just the truth. Let me know what I'm working with so I
Yes.
can adjust, you
So,
know.
yeah.
And that's good. You listening to this doctor, because that's what keep me on, okay. And it come down to this. All the doctor that I listen to, they all have the same message at the end. It's all you need to be eating plants. Because some of the doctor that I listen to that eat meat, they say they don't eat meat from the store. They have a special butcher that they buy their meat from. So they
Yes.
said meat is okay to eat, but not the one they're selling in the store with the antibiotic, with, they have the antibiotic, what they inject. So a
Yes.
lot of these doctors that I listen to, Dr. Berg, Dr.
Yes. I
name
watched
is,
them. Yes.
they said they eat grass fed. A lot of them say
Yes.
they have a local butcher that they go to, and they know where the farm, that whatever they raise. So if
Yes.
you raise your own animal, your own chicken, your own pork, your own whatever, it's
Yes.
fine. But when they inject all the stuff inside the meat and then sell us for the meat to be bigger, or so
Yes.
it's just stuff like
Absolutely.
that makes us sick. That
Absolutely.
make inflammation in the body, and that's where it's
Yes.
so wrong. But
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with it as long as it's good.
Yep, absolutely. So
Mhm.
before we get off here, can you just tell our audience kind of how you eat through the day, just so they'll get a sense of how you eat? Oh, well, let me say this one thing.
So true.
I've been doing my research and I found out, Lashes, that fasting is supposed to be really good for you,
Yes.
and that we've talked about the doing intermittent. And I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to tell you guys that I pushed myself today because I've been doing 18/6,
Awesome.
18 hours fasting,
6 hours
6
eating limit.
hour open window to
Mm-hmm.
eat, and
Awesome.
try to eat my healthy plant-based stuff.
Between.
But I pushed myself today to
Mm-hmm.
go 2 more hours. So I don't eat until noon, but today I didn't eat until 2 o'clock. So then
Awesome.
I had a 4 hour, I was hungry, because the doctor was saying,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not hungry, don't eat. And that mindset thing is, we grew up, you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're hungry or not, we grew up that you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that's not necessary anymore. That's not how it needs to be. Way back in the early days or whatever, they didn't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They ate off of the land, and
Mm-hmm.
then they sat there to watch to catch their meal,
Mm-hmm.
meaning their protein, you
Yeah.
know. So we came up as a people with eating this breakfast, lunch, and dinner thing, whether you're hungry or not. He said, eat when you are hungry.
So true. Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Fasting is really, really good for you. That's how the body heal. And a lot of people said, this heal, the body heals itself. That's what I on my research I realized the body heals itself. So when you overloading it with food, when we are eating all the time, the body don't get no time to rest, to recover.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
notice now if I don't go to sleep early, like if I don't sleep, I up all night, I notice, I start feeling a little bit pain. So I'm like, okay, I need to sleep. Like I'm tired. So my body telling me I need to rest.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're not eating, your body is healing all
Healing.
the dead cells,
Yes.
releasing all that dead cell and repairing everything that needs to be
Yes.
repaired. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
think fasting is good. I think so. So I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting, just like you as well. I only eat twice a day. I just eat 2 times a day, and that's it. Because each time you eat, your body release insulin to get
Yes.
that food out your bloodstream or that whatever it is. So with me, knowing my insulin was spiked back then, so I'm like, okay, I don't want that to ever happen again. So I'm gonna stay on this twice a day, eat twice a day. So that's what I've been doing just like you, intermittent fasting. Some days I eat at 12, some days I'm hungry earlier, so I eat 10 or
Yes.
whenever.
Yes.
But
Yes.
two
Yes.
times, that's it. And I try to cut off by 3, 4 o'clock. I try not
Yes.
to eat no later so my food can take, give it 5 hours to digest, because that's about when your food digests.
Because our
Vegetable.
body knows when we're fasting, it knows what fat to go, and our
Mhm.
body, we're gonna be fine not eating.
Yep, we'll be
Our
fine.
body, God made us good. Our
Yep.
body knows what fats to go and eat off of when we are fasting,
Yep, sleep is so
right?
important. Yes,
Yeah,
so
so
true.
we're not gonna die. You're not gonna fall over. You might be a little weak. Like I did lay down and take a nap before this, and normally I don't take a nap during the day,
Mm-hmm.
but I did push myself a little bit. I got up this morning and I went for a walk because I had been walking, then I kind of was off the walking. And yesterday I talked to myself and I was like, you got to get back on the get on. Okay. And so I got up by myself. Tim didn't go with me or anything. He was still asleep. Y'all know he worked at night. So I didn't have him get up with me. And I went by myself this morning and I went and walked. I think I texted you or said something to you. Was you all alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, I texted you or something in
Uh-huh.
this morning and I
Yeah, you
said,
wait before me.
I said I headed out on my walk, and I'm gonna go again tomorrow too. I didn't make it as far as I wanted to, but I went. And so that's a good start for me.
That's awesome. Keep going, because this other doctor that I follow, he is always on a treadmill. He's talking to you and he's on a treadmill, just talking the whole time. And he said he's on his treadmill 10 hours a day. That's how he work from his treadmill. He just be walking. I was just watching him before I come on live too. All he do is just walk on his treadmill all day. He do a lot of reading, he said, and write it. So he be on his treadmill all day, and that's what he do. He keep his blood moving. So exercise is very, very important.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very, very important.
Okay, I got the rambling. So before we go, I wanted you to tell everybody kind of how your day goes, a day in your life of eating.
So a day in my life of eating, I'm sorry, my camera is not working. So I'm a meal prep on Sunday. So my meal prep is my food is actually in the fridge. So what I do when it's time to eat, I'll take out everything and I'll put a little bit of everything. So today, every day it's like 30 different different plants on my plate on a daily. It might not seem like it, but today I actually counted and it was like 34, 35. I'm like, wow, this is how much. So that's what I eat
Can
for
you say
breakfast.
what kind of leafy greens are you having?
Leafy greens, I am having kale, broccoli, I have bok choy, I have a little bit of spinach, I have cilantro, parsley, and I have, let me open the fridge. I have, I said bok choy, collard, I have purple cabbage, I have green cabbage, I have garlic with every meal, I have onions with every meal. And
Mm-hmm.
those, the garlic and the onion, very good, good zinc when you mix them together. And I have bell pepper, all different color. I have lemon,
Mm-hmm.
avocado, and I don't put no oil at all on my salad. So the avocado is the fat in my
Mm-hmm.
in my meal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another milestone. And when I look at my just my journey, I'm like, gosh, but I take time and I cut every, I used to put olive oil over my salad when we, you make your salad and you put a little bit of oil over it, but olive oil don't really taste like nothing. So I don't know why I was doing it, but I'm just telling you, it's just,
Yes,
so no, I
I hear
don't miss that. I don't do that.
you.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I just put the avocado. That's the fat that I have, and I eat beans. I have beans in here, for the black beans or pigeon peas. I had that to it. I have carrots,
Wow.
broccoli over spread.
Wow.
I've been taking on to mushroom these days as my
Mm-hmm.
meat. I used
Yes.
to eat a lot of tofu. You guys know that. I don't eat a lot of tofu no more. It's a lot of mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually tastes like steak when you add the amino sauce to it
I
a
gotta
little
try
bit.
that. I gotta try
Yeah,
that
you're
mushroom,
gonna
and
love
you
it.
get some. Yes, yes, I gotta try that. I
So
saw
that's what
what you
I
had the
eat.
other day. It looked good.
And I have chia seed with every meal. Chia
Yes,
seed for
yes, yes,
omega 3 fatty acid. That's what you get from fish. A lot of people say you need fish because the omega 3 fatty acid, you get it from chia seed. Uh,
yes.
um,
Yep.
Flaxseed, I have flaxseed. It's great fiber, great antioxidant as well, and
Me
omega
too.
3 as well. So
Yep.
I have flaxseed with every meal. Every meal, I
Me
have
too.
chia seed every meal. And another
Turmeric.
thing, I always have problem with digestion, or I never used to use the bathroom every day because that's how my body work. I just never did, but I didn't know it was the food that I was eating. I wasn't regular. So ever since I changed my lifestyle, because this is not a diet, it's just a lifestyle. I'll be living like this for the rest of my life. So ever since I changed my lifestyle, everything changed. My system changed, my digestive system,
Mhm.
everything changed. I wake up and I'm gonna go, so everything just regular and everything just, life is just good. I get up in the morning. First, when I get up, I drink 2 glasses of, or 1 glass. I make sure I drink a glass of warm lemon water every day.
Yep.
And,
Me too. Yep.
and I go for a walk after I meditate. I try to get up 4 or 5 o'clock and meditate before the kids wake, read my Bible,
Mhm.
pray, and, because that's important. That's going to determine my day. So I don't miss a
Hmm.
beat on meditation, get my mind right. Because as you say, I have a lot of kids dealing with. So, I have to get my mind right before I start my day every day. So after meditation, then I come out and I get my tea, not my tea, my water with the lemon. That's like my tea. That's my go to, my lemon water, and then I go walking or do my exercise, and then probably work in the yard, whatever. I try not to come in the kitchen because if I see all these vegetables, I'm gonna want to make breakfast. It's healthy, but I'm trying to do like do the intermittent fasting, where you go long hours without eating. So I'm trying to push that. But so that's my breakfast. And I used to do the steel cut oats in the morning,
Hmm.
or for my breakfast with the chia seed, flaxseed, the turmeric, garlic, everything in there. So I just cut the oatmeal out. I don't add oatmeal to it no more. I just go to a salad. So my breakfast today was just a salad with everything in there, all the chia seed, and also fermented food. I add fermented food to it because that's good for your good bacteria. So
Yes.
I had kimchi or
Yep.
sauerkraut
Yep.
to it, to
But
every
that
meal.
fasting, as the doctor said, that helps you with your discipline.
It does.
Just like when I remember coming up in school, the first thing they used to teach us is in kindergarten was to have self control. My dad was the same way, self control and discipline. That's what we need in our lives. That's what our kids need in their lives
So
these
true.
days, too. But intermittent fasting helps you to have discipline. Because don't think I was not watching the clock today.
Yeah.
Yes, I was. I kept myself busy, like I said. I did. I laid some, dropped more seeds today, but I had already planned in my head that I was going to fast longer today, and I said, "What are you going to do to replace in your time with?" And so I had all these things I was wanting that I said I was going to do around the house, but I kept eyeballing that clock over there, and I was like, if 2 o'clock don't hurry up and come, I'm gonna be to chew my knuckles off or whatever. I really wasn't that hungry, and I just kept saying to myself, you're not really hungry, and I really wasn't, because I've been going till noon. And I started before noon thinking about, okay, do I want to eat? Oh, well, maybe I'll start this tomorrow. And I was like, no, you're going to do it today. You're not going to eat until 2 o'clock. And now, granted, if I start feeling wheezy or whatever, or lightheaded or something, I'm going to go ahead and eat. I ain't going to just flip out like that. But I wasn't feeling that way. It was my mind playing
Right.
with me and didn't want me to make it. That was the devil didn't want me to make it to 2 o'clock because I had committed to make it to 2 o'clock.
So
And
true.
it was 1:59, and I was sitting up at the counter with my plate in front of me. I'm telling y'all the truth. I lied. I lied. It was 1:59, and then when it said 2 o'clock, I picked up that fork and I ate. I know I'm kind of silly, but
You did
I
good.
have to be strict on myself. Otherwise, girl, I would have ate at 9 o'clock this morning.
Me too. That's why I have to talk to myself too. No, no, no. You don't need that.
You know,
We just have to continue. As you said, it's a discipline, yeah. When you were going to school, at least you have somebody over you. When you were at home, your parents give you food whenever. But now we have everything. We're destructive with it. I
absolutely,
was
for sure,
self-destructive. I'm like, oh my goodness, I was eating my way to the grave, and don't even know it. But it's never too late for a shower of rain, and I got it.
absolutely,
hmm
absolutely.
And
Well,
then all the
last year,
doctor.
oh, go
Uh,
ahead.
no, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. You go ahead.
No, I was saying all the doctor that I listen to, it all come down to what you put in your mouth.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
said, okay, if I can control what this,
Control.
I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. And I've been watching, just female in their 90s and 80s, and they look great. I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
I want
I
to look
know.
like that. Okay,
I
I'm like,
want to be sassy like that and be
mm,
90 and be,
yeah,
all that
so
just
true.
because I can. So, absolutely. Well,
So
it has been a pleasure, a pleasure, a pleasure talking with you. I hope so much that the chat has enjoyed this discussion. I thank each and every one of you for joining us. I thank each and every one of you for your comments. and your interaction with each other and with us, and dropping your questions as well. And I guarantee you, we're going to do it again. And
Sure.
just keep reminding others and encouraging others. And one thing, Lashes, that I want to say that I am working on doing better with my videos and stuff is I want to start really factually telling people what benefits come with eating certain things. Not from a doctor perspective or anything like that, because as we always
Mm-hmm.
say, we're not doctors or nothing,
Yeah.
or even nutritionists. But I want there's information out there, factual information that says eating this type of eating
Mhm.
cabbage, what's in the cabbage and what benefits it will give a person. And then
Yeah.
you can build your own meal
Mm-hmm.
plan around
Around that.
whatever you got going on with yourself.
Yeah, because a lot of people they don't know. I didn't know a lot of these things until I did not know. I literally didn't know that. I always hear eat your fruits and veggie, but I didn't know it do so much stuff to your body. I always go to the store. Okay, let me buy this pill because it have the fruit and veggie on there. There's vitamin. You just don't know. So you're right.
Absolutely.
Giving them that information is gonna be great.
Because I enjoy watching those videos where people give that, and then I go and I just look it up from a different perspective to
Hmm.
see, and you can tell what's truth and what's not truth or
Yeah.
whatever. You can
Hmm.
tell if people are wavering on stuff or whatever. So you can find out, what spinach and all of the different leafy vegetables and
Hmm.
what's that beets and all what that does for a person. And so I
So
want to
true.
start sharing that more with people
So true.
as
And
well.
another thing, I eat a lot of cruciferous vegetable because it's more nutrients dense. That's like the cabbage, the cabbage, the broccoli, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because they're nutrients dense. So I eat a lot of those, and I plant a lot of them. Also, that's a good thing. When you, as you said, you look up what is this for, do your research, and this help with a certain thing, okay, or this having a certain vitamin to minerals or whatever, you plant more of that. That's how I plant my garden.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes. I'll be glad when mine starts getting where I can go out there and pick my stuff. I enjoy watching you when you go out there and you know, getting your stuff out of your garden. So I'm gonna get there. I am going
Thank
to
you.
get
You
there.
will. You will. I see you're gonna get there. Before you know it, you're gonna be little and you're gonna be so.
Oh, I'm gonna show you. Hey, I'm gonna
Yep.
show you. I cannot, I always lose in my face, and so that lets me know. And then if you got a husband or a mate or whatever, when they get to eyeballing you and looking at you, he did. We went somewhere the other day and got out the car,
Uh-huh.
and I just happened to catch him. Like when some man look at you or something or whatever, you can tell when a man is looking at you. And I said, "What you looking at me like that for?" Or whatever. He had that look, and then he just, I don't know. I don't think he was embarrassed, but it was almost like one of them first time I see you look at, like
Ooh.
look good to me or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I said, "What you looking at me like that for?" I tuned my face. I said, "What you looking at me like that for?" And then he just kind of gave me this little, shitty grin or whatever. And I said, "Uh-huh, I told you." And anyway, we laughed or whatever. But yeah.
I love it. He's like, girl, you're looking fine.
Right, right, right. Thank you, Fifi. Thank you for dropping Lashes link.
Thank you,
And
sis.
thank you for letting us know. Yes, today's Thursday, and that Planter Garden is TV is going on in 25 minutes, y'all. So if you want to know about gardening, then this is a good channel to come over. So I'll be over there, Fifi. So what it Nikki said, yes, Yaya. The man look. I know, girl. Kind of gave me the chills. I thought it was the first time when I had met him or whatever. And I was like, what you looking at me like that for? What's
I
wrong with
love
you? You know?
it.
Shoot, 20 something years later, and you had that spring look. I said, oh yeah, mama looking good to you.
I know. He's like,
But anyway,
girl. I
yeah.
love it. I
Well,
will.
thank you, Lashus. I'm
My
let these
pleasure.
people take a break so they can get ready to come over and to Planner's channel. The eyes are going to be on you. I know. That's a whole nother conversation right there too. But believe me, we'll have that conversation. Um, don't forget, you guys, make sure your notifications are on for Lashes and make sure your notifications are on for Yaya. And I have a new talk show with Sipping with Sheer Magic. And our next show will be May the 12th. And
Oh,
we're going,
I
yeah.
gotta subscribe to that channel.
No, it's either my channel or either her channel. So if
Okay,
you're not
cool.
subscribed to Sipping with Sheer Magic, I'll put her link in the description field as well. Go
Awesome.
subscribe to her channel because 1 week we'll have it. We're only doing it starting out twice a month. So I had it last week. And then May the 12th, it'll be on her channel.
Awesome.
So what did Nikki say? She said, ladies, that's when we ask hubby for a new revenge. I know that's right, girl. Get what you can get. Okay.
You. So true. Thank you guys for
So
having me. I appreciate you all. Thank you for
thank
rocking
you.
with
Thank
us.
you for taking your time. I know you're busy and got the kids and taking you away from them this evening, but I appreciate you
It's
coming
a
on.
break from them.
And I know the chat. Oh, thank you, Fifi, for dropping Sipping with Sheer Magic's link. Yeah, so make sure you're subscribed to her. And then Yaya got to figure out how to there's a way that when we stream, both of our channels can be up. So you can either go on her channel or my channel, but we'll be together. So I still got to talk to somebody and figure out how to do that.
Oh, I already subbed to her. Okay, I just need to turn on this notification.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be talking about all kind of stuff like that on her channel. Oh, Planner, you're still here. Good night. Thank you. We'll be over there in a few minutes.
Got it.
So yeah, we'll be talking about everything on that channel over there. So we might have one of them discussions. We'll have to have Nikki up on the panel for that one. Talk about our guys and how they look at us.
I know, right?
Right. Okay, you guys have a wonderful evening. We're gonna get on up
Bye.
out of here. Thank you again, Lashes.
My pleasure. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye-bye, you guys.